Hey everyone, this is Thad from the Reference and Readers Advisory Department of the Rawlings Library in Pueblo, Colorado. Thanks for once again spending a little bit of your Thursday evening with me. Um, this evening, I think I have a pretty cool tutorial to show you, um, and the results are extremely cool. It's kind of something um, kind of something I've never really done before. So I'm excited to share with you. And this evening I'm going to do a bonus reveal. I have another shirt that just turned out way too cool and thought this would be a great platform to share that. And I hope you enjoy that one too. So go ahead and sit back and we'll take a look at the instructions on how to do pleat folds. And for this specific shirt, I'll explain pleat folds real quick. So it's also called an accordion fold or fan fold. Um, and basically, you're just folding the fabric back and forth along itself, which you'll see in the video here in a moment. Um, but you can do different patterns. You can either do kind of a horizontal thing across the shirt and pleat fold that way, or you can do vertically and pleat fold along the shirt like that. For this specific one, I did a diagonal line. I'll give a brief spoiler and just tell you that the shirt kind of looks like it has a sash on it. But anyways, let's go ahead and look at how to do that. Give me just a second here. Okay, so I have our shirt all laid out here, and what we're gonna do is I'm gonna draw. So I got my magic marker here, and I'm gonna draw a line from the top corner here. And I'm gonna draw down to the bottom corner there. And I wanted to start up on this end because I think it'll be a little easier um, to get the sleeves folded in early. And so now we're just going to start this accordion fold or fan fold or pleat fold, um, and just kind of go back and forth over the line. And the first several folds are usually the toughest, just as you're trying to get the shirt all grouped together. Um, Usually after a few, then I'll start kind of gathering this material in. Just kind of fold it back up on itself. All right, and then kind of have a good chunk of fabric there, so I'm just going to start folding down the length of the line. And of course, the tricky part is just keeping everything clumped together and trying to keep it pretty even and neat. And where this is more difficult than, say, if you were doing a V, you have the shirt folded in half there, so you're wrestling with, since it's in half, you're kind of wrestling with less fabric. Whereas here, you got to keep you've got a much longer or a much greater amount of fabric that I'm trying to keep bunched together. And so it's tricky, but just the key with it, and I'm probably going a little fast on it. If I was doing this at home, I would kind of slow it down to um, oh,
caught on the tripod there. Okay. If I was doing this at home, I would definitely want to take my time with this fold to really make it fine and neat and as even as possible. And I think it's pretty even so far. Um, this will be a tricky part here. So I'm going to flip this over, and I'm kind of thinking in my mind about how I struggle with flipping pancakes. Okay, that went better than my pancakes. Okay. And so, yeah, I'm kind of bunched up in the back here. See if I can just kind of even that out a little bit. And I'm just going to, what I'm going to do now for the rest of this is focus on just getting the line bunched together, and then I can kind of straighten out and get the rest of it all folded in afterwards. So just about there. Okay, and I'll just leave that. Well, actually, I'm going to fold that piece in. And maybe before I come and fix this piece, I'm going to go ahead and throw a rubber band on to get this all held together. So just got to try and keep this held together so I don't lose this piece here. And the rest I can kind of come back and fix. So if this kind of comes out of order, that's okay because I can fix that. So now that that's held in place, I think what we'll do is kind of focus on a side at a time to kind of get everything evened up again. So we'll do this side first since I think since it has the sleeve in it, it's a little it'll be a little trickier, I think. Okay, and so now I'm just gonna add my bands, try to keep it even. And I'm probably gonna have to do a lot of fixing with it. Let's see. Okay, and so then probably some of this is going to be a little rough, but I think it'll still look okay. Try to keep that all together. And I'll just keep adding bands here. As you can see, I'm kind of going about maybe about an inch and a half between rubber bands, but you can do as many or as few as you'd like. Okay, and then I'll just kind of keep working on this, and I guess there's at this juncture not a whole lot to explain, so I'll just let you watch. Okay, now we'll flip it around and do the other side. This side will probably be a little easier. Yeah, these pleats are definitely not perfect, um, but you get the idea of how to do that. Let's start adding bands here. I think I'll probably ice dye this shirt, and I'll kind of explain what I'm thinking. Oh, there goes a rubber band. Think, oh, there's another. See if this one, yeah, this one feels a little stronger. Not as used as those. And then I'm kind of looking at this band and it looks like it could potentially snap, but not held together. Yeah, and as you can definitely see, my pleats have kind of come unbunched there. And I think for the sake of keeping this as brief as possible, I think that's, yeah, to get a real fine fold, it's real meticulous and it can take a while to get it all put together. Yeah, I see some online tie dyers that, or other tie dyers in some of the either Facebook or Instagram pages that I follow. And I saw a guy the other day that he did he folded 6 shirts and it took him about 6 hours to fold those 6 shirts. But when you look at them and see how fine the folds were, I mean, completely understandable. And some of his finished product was pretty outstanding. Um, yeah, so I think that should about do it there. And then, kind of what I'm thinking as far as dyeing it is, I think what I'll do is probably kind of wrap it up like this, and then I'll have like a piece of plastic from either the milk jug or you know possibly foil around that, and then um, I'll add the dye, and I think I'll probably add it in little scoops in different places, and then put the ice on top, and uh, we'll see the finished product here in a minute.
All right. Yes. So hopefully that gave you some ideas or another idea on something you can try. Um, to my right here, I have the finished product, and I'm pretty pleased with how this turned out. As you can see, there's a nice, it's kind of like a dark sash on it. Um, yeah, and doing it the ice dye method, the dye really appeared and spread onto the shirt in a nice way. And then the bonus feature, as promised, just had to share this one. Yeah, this is another one I just completed. That's a pretty cool looking shirt, I think. Not one to toot my own horn too often, but I like the way that this one turned out. And it's actually going to be on its way to its new home tomorrow. It's already been picked up. So I just wanted to share that. Um, anyway, once again, I appreciate you joining me. The next to die for will be August 27th. Once again, 6:30 p.m. And I'm going to teach you the basics, or just do a basic tutorial
Hi,
on
folks.
basic
Welcome back
warrior.
to
I
some
haven't.
more To Die
I
For.
don't work a lot with it
I'm
myself at
Thad
home,
Stelter
but
from the
I
Readers and for the
you know
Reference and
can
Readers
kind of show
Advisory
you how to get
Department at the
started with that.
Rawlings
I think
Library.
that's a pretty
And
popular
today, what I'm going to show you how to do is
type of
a
tie
double
dye.
spiral.
Real quick, if you're
This
unfamiliar
little
with
tutorial is going to
it's
be in three
uh,
parts. The first
Japanese,
part will be
and
the
typically
the
utilizes
tying, and
darker
then
blues and indigos.
the second piece will be
Um,
the dyeing, and then
we'll
the
we'll
third
see what I
piece
have
we'll do in a
to work with
couple
as far
days.
as
That'll be
dyes.
the unveiling.
But once
Anyways,
again, I
we'll get
appreciate.
started. So what I have here, just a
I hope
blank
that
white
these
T-shirt,
videos have been kind of
100%
nice,
cotton, always the
piece of
best.
color to add
Um,
into your
I
world.
have a few rubber bands here, and for these
I'm
larger
sure
shirts, this
moment,
is a
and
double XL,
hope
especially with spirals. I
them
recommend
you folks can
kind of a
find
larger rubber
enjoying
band.
this. Um,
And then I
Anyways,
have
thanks again for
two
joining me, and
clothespins here that
take
we'll
care,
use
and
for the
see you in a couple weeks.
winding of the spirals. So I'm just going to pick two spots. I'll pick one up in the corner here, and then do one here,